Today is August 18th, 2023. Hope you are well. Today we're going to follow up on a recording we did a few years back talking about the new language, and that had to do with the language of love. So if you're interested in that one, it's in there somewhere. But anyway, this is part 2. So the language of love is new, just like the name implies. And what does new mean? New is not a repackaging and rebranding of something old, where it kind of looks new, but it's really just the same old whatever. New means creation. New means in the present. New means never been done before. So while love is something that we can say has existed, on the other hand, we can say it is ever present. And so in that sense, it hasn't existed. If that makes any sense to you. It's not something we carry around in our pocket. Love is the brand new thing. And so it's really difficult to articulate that, and it's just basically saying we can slap labels on things all day and all night, but that doesn't make it the reality, the actuality of whatever the thing is. And actually, descriptions are not the things. The words that you're hearing right now are not the things. But hopefully, what happens is we're open, and sometimes we need descriptions. In this place, that's all we have is descriptions, concepts, but they can be stepping stones to reality. The reality is experiential. It is, like we said, it is what is present. It is what is right now, in the moment. And in the moment, there is no baggage. Even if the concepts are something that seem to be good or noble or true or right or whatever you want to say, the truth is felt and known in the moment. And so that is the way with the new language as well. Old language, the language that we use, the language that I'm using right now, that's old language. And if you don't speak the language based on memory and learning the language and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to know what I'm talking about here. So, even with the language that we're using now here in this recording device, it's old language. And the thing is, the speaker can be saying one thing and someone listening could be hearing another thing. And that is one of those things that goes along with language. What I'm saying and what you're hearing might be two different things. Not so with love. And we kind of touched on this in the last recording. Because it's fresh, because it's new, because it is the the actual thing. There is no dragging in baggage. There is no muddying of waters with preconditioning and preconceived ideas and notions. And the language of love is instantaneous. It is all-encompassing, and it is felt and known and understood in the moment. And that is, that's what new is. That's what new really means. And so it's so funny because I'm just getting this visual now of all of the things, the items that we receive or that we buy or purchase, and we say, oh, this is new. This is my new whatever. But it's not new. It's new to us maybe because this is the first time that it belongs to us or whatever. But the truth is, nothing is new in this place. So when we talk about newness, the reality, it's unlike anything. And so you see, it's so new. You can't even build upon it from anything previously that we thought we knew or understood. All of it goes out the window, right? Normally when we're learning something that we call new, we're building it upon other things that we already, other preconceived ideas, memory-based stuff, old stuff. Not so with this. So it's very, very different, obviously. Because how do we do this? How do we do this when we're saying it can't be built upon anything any notion that we have at all? Even notions of God, the universe, love, quote love, reality. See, those words carry different meanings for everybody. They may be similar, they may be very similar to those of that other people hold, but what is that saying? We don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. And that's it. So the first step, I guess if you want to call it that, is letting go. Letting go. And that is the hardest thing. We don't like to make blanket statements like that here, but that is the hardest thing. Because everything that we know, or everything that we think we know, is tied to something else. Right? Sometimes if you take a certain class or something, you may be instructed, forget everything you think you know about this subject. Right? So but that doesn't even really come close, because still everything you're about to learn is going to be built on something. But letting go of what? It's hard to let go. Letting go means change. And A raise of hands here for how many of us like change. It's difficult. But that is, at least from the speaker's perspective at this time, that is a requirement for this. As if you think of it this way, we mentioned baggage. We can't bring any baggage into the new, because then it won't be new, right? So that's very hard to do. It's very difficult to do because the things that we think we know are things we think we understand. That's our foundation for getting through this thing called life. That's our Jenga that we've built. All the stuff that we think we know. All right? Sure is. But we're here, folks. Here we are. And we've been working on this thing for a while now of letting go. Of letting go of the things that we understood don't serve us anymore, or the things that we know, maybe in retrospect, we understand now that they never served us. These things never served us. Right? I want to go to this little thrift shop. Speaking of old, I think it's open today. I haven't been here before, but let's see. Anyway, so those are just some ideas since I'm at my destination now, and this is gone for 13 minutes almost. This will be part 2 of the new language, but yeah, we're gonna really kind of unravel this, peel this thing back to try to get a try the best we can using old language. We're going to try and peel this thing back and really at least try to have some insight of this thing. And then we'll pick up from wherever we just left off, whatever we were just saying. But anyway, hopefully this information will be helpful or beneficial to someone out there. Nowadays, it's crazy. We're really going through it, guys. I know the last thing we said, we'll just wrap this up. We've been letting go of things, and that's good. But now this brand new language is calling on us to really, really get to it with regards to letting go. And we're going to talk about that in the next installment. So that's that. And we'll talk to you next time. Much love.